to high grade those of you who believe on God and who have been granted wisdom. Welcome to all of you. Uh, the topic for today's discussion is that excitation, contraction, coupling mechanism in the cardiac muscle fibers. We have discussed in detail about how the action potential is generated in the skeletal muscle fibers and how the action potential is generated in the smooth muscle fibers. Today, we are going to discuss how the action potential is generated in the cardiac muscle fibers and how that action potential causes the contraction of the cardiac muscle fibers. You know, first of all, how the action potential is and what are the differences in the generation of action potential in the skeletal muscle fiber and the generation of action potential in the cardiac muscle fiber, and what are the differences, how the action potential causes the contraction of the skeletal muscle fibers and how the action potential causes the contraction in the cardiac muscle fibers. First of all, how the action potential is generated. How the action potential is generated and the basic principle how the action potential is generated. Right, I'm going to show a graph. Okay, you can see here in case of the skeletal muscle fibers, first the resting membrane potential in the large nerve and muscle fibers, that is plus 90 MV, minus 90 MV, millivolt per millivolt. In case of the small nerve and muscle fiber, that is minus 55 up to minus 60 millivolt. How the action potential is generated, the basic concept, there are two types of action potential they are generated. One is the spike action potential. And the spike action potential that is totally generated in the skeletal muscle fibers. And in that case, at the resting condition, the membrane is polarized. Outer side is positively charged and inner side is negatively charged. In case of the large muscle fiber, inside is the minus 90 MV. While in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, the resting membrane potential that is about minus 80 millivolt. How the action potential is generated in case of the skeletal muscle fibers? At the resting, the membrane is polarized, inner side negativity and outer side positivity, and inner side minus 90 MV. When there is a application of impulse to the membrane, that application of impulse signal causes the increase the permeability of the membrane for the sodium ions. You know, already we have discussed that the concentration of the sodium ions at the outer side of the membrane, that is 140 milliequivalent per liter, and at the inner side that is about 10 to 14 milliequivalent per liter. And that concentration difference is about 10 to 14 times. Outer side, the sodium concentration is greater as compared to the inner side, while the concentration of the calcium ions at the outer side is 10,000 times greater as compared to the inner side, while the concentration of the potassium ion, that is also positive ion, that is about 35 times greater at the inner side as compared to the outer side. At the inner side of the membrane means inside the cell, the concentration of the potassium ion, that is 140 milliequivalent, sorry, 140 milliequivalent per liter, while in case of at the outer side that is 4. So the difference is 35 times. Right, how the action potential in the skeletal muscle, you know, I think the concept of all the students is clear. First, there is opening of the, and there is increase in the permeability of the membrane for the sodium ions. That is, excitation, that application of the signal causes the opening of the voltage gated sodium channel, because the membrane surrounding the muscle fiber in case of the skeletal muscle fiber, that is highly supplied with the voltage gated sodium channels. right? So that application of impulse causes the opening of the voltage gated sodium channels, and there is influx of the sodium ions means that there is transfer the conduction of the sodium ions from the exterior towards the interior. The sodium ions, they are the positive ions, and you know that that is the transfer of positivity, and these channels, the voltage gated sodium channels, they are called the fast channels, and these are the channels. They are fast channel. They open and close within thousands of a single second. 1/10,000 of a single second. Yeah, thousands of a single second. And they open and then close. So in that condition, when there is influx of the sodium ion in case of the skeletal muscle, I am going to discuss the differences. The basic principle of the action potential generation or creation of action potential is the same. And what are the differences? I am going to discuss that. Two types, the spike action potential and the action potential with plateau formation. In case of the skeletal muscle, only the spike action potential is generated because for the depolarization, when there is influx of the sodium ion, that is the transfer of positivity from the exterior towards the interior. For each nerve and muscle fiber, there is a limit that is called excited threshold for excitation. Just assume for in case of the skeletal muscle fiber, if that is plus 30 or plus 10, if there is transfer of that sodium ion from the exterior towards the interior, that is the transfer of positivity. In that case, if that is the creation of positivity, minus 90 MV is changed into minus MV, that is changed into 70. If that change crosses that limit, that is threshold for excitation, then we are saying that there is generation of depolarization. Generation of depolarization. In that case, and that closure of the voltage gated sodium channel is immediately followed by the opening of voltage gated potassium channel. So the concentration of the potassium ion at the inner side, that is 140 milliequivalent per liter as compared to the outer side is 4. That difference is 35 times greater. So then there is efflux of the potassium ion means that is the transfer of potassium ion from the interior towards the exterior. And the potassium ions, these are the positive ions. You can say that that is the transfer of positivity from the interior towards the exterior. And when that transfer of positive, once again, it reaches to its original position, minus 90 MV. At the resting, the membrane is polarized, while when that threshold for excitation, we reach to that limit, we can say that the membrane is depolarized. The membrane is depolarized. And when there is efflux of the potassium ion, then we can see that there is, when we achieve the minus 90 MV, then we are saying that the membrane is once again repolarized, reformatted polarized condition. While here in case of the cardiac muscle, you can see in this graph, first, the main difference in the generation of action potential in the skeletal muscle and the cardiac muscle fiber is that in that case, there is formation of generation of spike action potential. But here the action potential is with plateau formation. And what are the differences in case of the skeletal muscle fiber? There is only involvement of the voltage gated sodium channels. Yani only the opening of the voltage gated sodium channel, they are responsible for the depolarization of the membrane. While here, there is first, there is involvement of the two ions, the transfer of the two ions, and the voltage gated sodium channels, they are responsible for the transfer of sodium ions from the exterior towards the interior. Plus, there is also involvement of the voltage gated calcium channels. In that case, the opening and the opening, then closure of the sodium voltage gated sodium ion channels, that is immediately followed by the opening of the potassium channel, voltage gated potassium channel. But here the situation is different. Here the closure of the voltage gated sodium channel, that is followed by the opening of the voltage gated calcium channels. Their only involvement of for the depolarization. There is only involvement of the voltage gated sodium channel, but here the voltage gated sodium channels plus the opening of the voltage gated calcium channel. And you know that the concentration of the calcium ions at the outer side of the membrane is 10,000 times greater as compared to the inner side. First, there is formation of depolarization, and then due to the opening of the calcium voltage gated calcium channels and the transfer of the calcium ions from the exterior towards the interior, and that condition in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, the the membrane remains depolarized for a longer duration, that is 0.2 second, 0.2 meter per second, 2 seconds, sorry. So here the membrane remained depolarized. In that condition, the depolarization is immediately followed by the repolarization. But here, that the depolarization, the sodium influx is responsible for the creation for the generation of depolarization, while plus the voltage gated calcium channels, they are responsible for the transfer of calcium from the exterior towards the interior, and that opening of the voltage gated calcium channel, they keep the membrane depolarized for longer duration. And then that closure of the voltage gated sodium channel, that is followed by the opening of the voltage gated potassium channel. And then that transfer of positivity from the interior towards the exterior, that is responsible for the repolarization. One difference is that. The second difference during that depolarization, the prolonged depolarization, 0.2 seconds, the membrane remained depolarized. During that condition, from the start up to the end of the depolarization, that causes, that is responsible, that decreases the permeability of the membrane for the potassium ion. Means that the transfer of the potassium ion in this duration from the generation of depolarization up to the end of the depolarization, that inhibit the transfer of potassium ions from the interior towards the exterior. These are the two main differences. बेटा बात ये है कि in case of the skeletal muscle, ये जो spike action potential generation है, उसमें क्या है कि opening of the sodium ions, transfer of the sodium ions from the exterior towards the interior by simple diffusion. By simple diffusion. Simple diffusion क्या है? That is in which the chemical substances, the ions, they are transported from the high concentration state towards the lower concentration state. That is a downhill process. That is energy independent process. Only the kinetic energy of the moment of the ions can cause that diffusion. So in case of the skeletal muscle fiber, the differences, the two main differences in the generation of action potential. वहां पर जो depolarization की generation है, या जो polarized condition था of membrane का, उसको disturb करना, depolarize करना, only the involvement of the voltage gated sodium channels. Memorize. In case of the skeletal muscle, only the involvement of the voltage gated sodium channels. Means the opening of the voltage gated sodium channels, and due to that, the influx of the sodium ions, and that is the sodium ions are the positive ions. The concentration difference is about 14 times. Due to that concentration gradient difference, the sodium ions, they are transported towards the interior. You can say that is ये जो positivity की transfer minus 90 MV in case of skeletal muscle, ये resting membrane potential है या membrane potential है. अगर बाहर से positive ions, sodium ions, उनकी transfer हो, उनकी conduction हो, उनकी, तो you can see that is the transfer of positivity. यानी positive ion का interior transfer है. अगर वो जो थ्रेशोल्ड फॉर एक्साइटेशन हम जस्ट रिज्यूम करते हैं, अगर +10 है MV, अगर ये चेंज जो पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में है, इन अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन है में है, -90 MV से -80, देन 0, देन +10, अगर ये +10 MV को तक पहुंचेगी या उसको क्रॉस करेगी, then you can say that the membrane is depolarized. अगर ये चेंज पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन में है, and less than that limit, threshold for excitation, फिर आप कह सकते हैं कि the membrane is facilitated but not depolarized. तो वहां पर सिर्फ the depolarization यानी the closure of the voltage gated sodium ions is immediately followed by the opening of the voltage gated potassium channels. लेकिन जो कार्डियक मसल फाइबर है बेटा उसमें सिचुएशन थोड़ा सा मुख्तलिफ है. उसमें ठीक है वोल्टेज गेटेड सोडियम चैनल इनकी ओपनिंग है और ये ओपनिंग ऑफ द वोल्टेज गेटेड सोडियम चैनल इज रिस्पांसिबल फॉर द ट्रांसफर ऑफ positive ions, positivity from the exterior towards the interior. But here, in the case of the cardiac muscle fiber, ये जो sodium channels है, we are saying these are the fast channels. यानी they open and they close within a shorter duration of time. That is thousands of a single second, over of a single second. And that closure here in case of the cardiac muscle fiber is not immediately followed by the opening of the voltage gated potassium channel. समझ में आ गए कि वहां पर जो है जो skeletal muscle fiber में ये जो क्लोजर है जो सोडियम वोल्टेज गेटेड सोडियम चैनल जो है बेटा that is immediately followed by the opening of the voltage gated potassium channel. But here in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, that closure, the fast channel की opening and then closure is not immediately followed by the opening of the potassium channel, but that is followed by the opening of the voltage gated calcium channels. They are present inside the membrane, and that opening is responsible for the transfer of the calcium ions from the exterior towards the interior by a simple diffusion, because the concentration gradient difference across the membrane, that is 10,000 times is greater in the extracellular fluid. In the extracellular fluid, that is 10,000 times is greater. When there is opening, closure of the voltage gated sodium channels, that is followed by, here in the case of the cardiac muscle fibers, by the opening of the voltage gated calcium channel. And that transfer of the calcium ions from the exterior towards the interior, that is responsible, that keeps the membrane depolarized for longer duration. And that depolarization is responsible for the formation, plateau formation, is responsible for plateau formation. अभी इसकी क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है, हम ये क्वेश्चन आप लोग कर सकते हैं कि स्केलेटल मसल फाइबर में ये जो ड्यूरेशन है, देयर इज नो प्लेटियो फॉर्मेशन. यहाँ पर जो बेसिक प्लेटियो फॉर्मेशन एंड कीपिंग ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन depolarized for longer duration, that duration is responsible for the contraction of the cardiac muscle fiber for longer duration. यहाँ पर जो conduction velocity है, you know that first there is generation of action potential, and then that action potential causes the contraction of the muscle fibers. यहाँ पर जो है ये जो plateau formation है, ये जो membrane को हम keep करते हैं, ये जो influx of calcium ion responsible to keep the membrane depolarized for longer duration, and that longer duration of depolarization is responsible for the plateau formation. ये duration है that causes the longer contraction of the cardiac muscle fiber that is gifted by the God, because there is need for the longer contraction of the cardiac muscle, because you know that the heart is the organ, a vital organ, which is responsible for the pumping of the blood. The ventricles, they are responsible for the pumping of the blood, while the atria, they are responsible for the reception of the blood. The right ventricle pumps the deoxygenated blood into the pulmonary circulation, into the lungs for the oxygenation of the blood, the deoxygenated of the blood. While the left atrium, that receive the oxygenated blood, then transfer into left ventricle, and the left ventricle is responsible to pump that oxygenated blood into systemic circulation. So this is a vital organ. So there is a need for a prolonged contraction of the cardiac muscle fiber. एंड सेकंड डिफरेंस जो मैंने आप लोगों को बताया है कि ये जो ड्यूरेशन है फ्रॉम द स्टार्ट ऑफ द डीपोलराइजेशन अप टू द एंड ऑफ द डीपोलराइजेशन, इसकी एक क्वालिटी ये है कि ये इट डिक्रीजेस द परमेबिलिटी ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन फॉर द पोटेशियम आयन। दैट परमेबिलिटी डिक्रीज का मतलब है कि ये जो वोल्टेज गेटेड पोटेशियम चैनल है ये क्लोज, दे विल रिमेन क्लोज during that duration, and there is no transfer of the potassium ions from the interior towards the exterior. These are the two main differences. वहां पर generation of spike action potential समझ में आ गए, मेरे ख्याल में क्लियर है। अगर क्लियर नहीं है मैं दोबारा रिपीट करूंगा। टू मेन डिफरेंसेस, वहां पर स्पाइक जनरेशन ऑफ स्पाइक एक्शन पोटेंशियल। इन केस ऑफ द कार्डियक मसल फाइबर द एक्शन पोटेंशियल जो जनरेट होगी विद द प्लेटियो फॉर्मेशन, ये जो प्लेटियो फॉर्मेशन है इसका मतलब क्या है? इट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू कीप द मेम्ब्रेन depolarized for longer duration, and that depolarization, longer duration depolarization of the membrane जो है बेटा, that is responsible for the longer contraction of the cardiac muscle fibers. So that is all about the degeneration of the action potential in the cardiac muscle fibers. फिर दोबारा मैं बता देता हूँ कि वहां पर द डीपोलराइजेशन किस वजह से है? ओपनिंग ऑफ द वोल्टेज गेटेड सोडियम चैनल्स, और दैट इज इमीडिएटली फॉलोड क्लोजर जो वोल्टेज गेटेड सोडियम चैनल्स की है। ये किस, जब वो क्लोज हो जाती है तो वोल्टेज गेटेड पोटेशियम आयंस की चैनल का ओपन होना, then that opening is responsible for the transfer of potassium ion from the anterior towards the exterior, and that transfer is responsible for the regeneration of यानी repolarization, for the generation of repolarization। मतलब क्या है repolarization? दोबारा पोलराइज कंडीशन को बनाना। रीपोलराइज, पोलराइज depolarize हो गया, depolarize, and that polarization is followed by the repolarize, means rebuilding, rebuild करना। ये जो polarized condition of the membrane था। But here in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, two main differences। जो depolarization है ये shorter नहीं है, up to 2 second longer duration के लिए। इसका जो initiation है, इसका origination है same by the voltage gated sodium channels की opening, influx of the sodium ion, और यहाँ पर immediately is not followed by the repolarization, is not followed by the opening of the voltage gated potassium channel, but यहाँ पर ये जो closure है fast channels की जो thousands of a single second में, that is followed by the opening of the voltage gated calcium channels, that is followed by the opening of the voltage gated and the voltage gated sodium channels. These are the slow channels. These are the yani they open and they close in longer duration of time, that is up to 0.2 seconds, right? So that is our second क्या है कि permeability in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, वहां पर permeability increase है, यहाँ पर decrease in the permeability of the membrane for the potassium ions, right? Now we are going that is about the generation of the action potential in case of generation of action potential in the skeletal muscle fiber, and as well as the generation of action potential in the cardiac muscle fiber. Then that generation of action potential is responsible for the that is responsible, that is called, there is a mechanism that is called excitation. हाँ, ये जो cardiac muscle fibers है क्या है? These are the striated muscle fibers just like the skeletal muscle fibers, and you can see here I am going to show you that this is just a diagrammatic presentation of the cardiac muscle fiber. Here the black lines, you can see that these black lines, they are called the intercalated disc, and this intercalated disc, that are the cell membrane, and they are responsible for the separation of the different cells from one another, and they are also responsible for the union of the different cells with each other. And you can see that this is a striated muscle fiber just like that of skeletal muscle, and it is like the skeletal muscle fiber, the cardiac muscle fibers that contain a large number of the contractile units, actin and myosin, And those actin and myosin, they are called the contractile units. They are responsible for the contraction of the muscle fibers. I am just going briefly, क्योंकि already आप लोगों का concept I am sure clear है. दूसरी बात जो अहम है, we are saying that the cardiac muscle, it acts, yeah, it work as a unit, as a sensation. Sensation क्या है? As a unit. If there is a excitation, yeah, generation of action potential. Well, one point that these the intercalated discs, they are highly supplied by the gap junctions, and these are the gap junctions. They are responsible for the transport of the ions from one cell to the other. Yeah, you can say that is responsible for the transfer of excitation from the one cell into the next, right? We are saying that the heart, it works. Heart में कितने types के muscle fibers है? 3 types. The atrial muscle fibers, the ventricular muscle fibers, they are having up to some extent the same mechanism of action, same mechanism for the generation of action potential, the same mechanism up to some extent. The generation of the excitation causes the action, the contraction of the muscle fibers. लेकिन यहाँ पर ये जो third muscle fiber है, those are the conductive muscle fibers, and the conductive muscle fibers, they contract feebly. Feebly means very weakly. The reason is that the conductive muscle fibers, they contain a very little amount of the contractile units, the number of contractile units, the actin and myosin. So they contract weakly. But main function जो conductive system का है, जो fibers का है, that is not action. इनका जो main function है, by definition, conductive system of the heart. That conductive system उसमें ऐसे node, heavy node है, bundle branches है, Purkinje fibers है, bundle of his है. So that is the conductive system. नाम से भी clear है, conductive system of the heart. That system, इसका जो main function है, generation of excitation, generation of action potential, generation of impulse, and the conduction of that impulse throughout the heart. Yani generation of action potential and that conduction of that action potential throughout the heart. Because we are saying the cardiac muscles, they act as a unit, as a sensation. Sensation simple, as a unit. When there is excitation of one muscle inside that, because the muscle fiber जो बनती है different cell से बनती है और जो muscles बनती है different muscle fibers, कोई एक cell इसमें उनकी excitation हो, जो that excitation, that generation of action potential spread throughout the muscle fibers. So that act as a single unit, as a sensation. Heart जो है basically two sensation. Atrial sensation, that represents the walls of the atria. The walls of the atria represent करते, and ventricular sensation, that represent the wall of the ventricles. और ये जो दोनों atria and ventricular, ये connected है, इनके दरमियान fibrous tissues. ये जो generation of action potential है, it is not possible for there is no spreading of the action potential from the atria into the ventricle directly, because due to the presence of the fibrous tissues around the opening of the atrioventricular wall. But there is a specialized system that is gifted by the God to the heart, that is the conductive system of the heart. Only the conductive system of the heart is responsible for the generation of action potential and spreading of that action potential from the atria into the ventricle and spreading of that action potential throughout the heart, right? That is so simple. Now the action potential is generated and difference clear हो गया. अभी हम ये जा रहे हैं कि how the action potential, there is a mechanism that is called excitation, contraction, coupling mechanism. Excitation, yeah, generation of action potential, generation of impulse, generation of signal, generation of electrical potential, all are the same. Now, we are just going your concept about how the action potential causes the contraction of the muscle fiber, and that mechanism, that is a specialized mechanism that is called excitation, contraction, coupling mechanism. Here you can see what are the differences, how the action potential causes the contraction, how the action potential causes the contraction of the muscle fibers in the skeletal muscle, and how the action potential causes the contraction of the cardiac muscle fiber. What are the differences? Concept आप लोगों का clear है. मैं briefly just you know that there is generation of action potential, the basic principle है, and that action potential spreads along the membrane surrounding the muscle fiber. वह cardiac muscle fiber हो, smooth muscle fiber हो या skeletal muscle fiber हो. Here you can see in the diagram there is spreading of the action potential along the membrane. Differences क्या है? Up to some extent, the mechanism is same है, लेकिन हम discuss करेंगे what are the differences, how the action potential causes the contraction of the cardiac muscle fibers. ये जो differences है इसको आप memorize करें. Up to some extent, same है mechanism. Differences मैं बताऊंगा. You can see that there is generation of action potential, and that generation of action potential you can see that spreads along the membrane. You can see that is the spreading, yeah, conduction, yeah, transfer of the action potential along the membrane. Here you can see here are tubules, and these tubules they run transversely. This one is, and the second one is that one. So these are called the transverse tubules. These are the tubules we are saying, and they run transversely along the whole thickness of the cell. And what is the transverse tubule? You can see that this is the just invagination of the membrane surrounding the cell, surrounding the muscle fiber. That is the inward, yeah, invagination means that is inward extension. And this, the transverse tubule, they extend through the whole thickness of the muscle fiber. And here you can see that when there is spreading of the action potential, so we are saying that this is the invagination, yeah, inward extension of the membrane surrounding the muscle fiber. So the action potential spreads along the transverse tubule. And here you can see this is a structure that is called sarcoplasmic reticulum. Yeah. In case of the cell, that is called endoplasmic reticulum. Here we are totally concerned with the muscle fiber. Here we are saying that is the sarcoplasmic reticulum. The sarcoplasmic reticulum you can see having two parts. The longitudinal tubules हैं, and उसका जो distal end पे है cisternae. इसको इस portion को हम कहते हैं distal cisternae. This is the distal cisternae of another endoplasmic sarcoplasmic. This is the distal cisternae of the sarcoplasmic reticulum. You can see here that the distal cisternae, they are having attachment with the membrane surrounding the tubules here. Once they are spreading, there is the basic principle, how the action potential causes the contraction. When there is spreading of the action potential towards along the transverse tubule, so there is transfer of that action potential to the membrane surrounding the endoplasmic reticulum. The endoplasmic reticulum is an important organelle of the cell or the muscle fiber. And the membrane surrounding the endoplasmic reticulum is highly supplied with the voltage gated calcium channel. It is highly, yani means a large number of the voltage gated calcium channels, they are present at the membrane surrounding the endoplasmic reticulum. Once there is spreading of the action potential along the membrane of the transverse tubule to the membrane of the surrounding the endoplasmic reticulum, that spreading of the excitation, that spreading of the action potential, that spreading of the electrical potential, that spreading of the signal, that's transfer of the informations, both all are the same. That causes, yeah, that increase the permeability of the membrane surrounding the endoplasmic reticulum for the calcium ions. And the concentration of the calcium ions inside the skeletal muscle fiber is 10,000 times greater as compared to the sarcoplasm. And the concentration is 1,000 times greater. And also the concentration is 1,000 times greater in the extracellular fluid as compared to the sarcoplasm. When there is opening of the voltage gated calcium channel, so that causes the concentration inside is 1,000 times greater. That causes the release of the calcium ions from the sarcoplasmic reticulum into the sarcoplasm. So thereby a simple diffusion मैंने कहा कि transfer of the chemical ions. transfer of the chemical ions from the exterior towards the interior, from the higher, from the higher concentration state towards the lower concentration state. And you know, here you can see that this is just the diagrammatic presentation of the actin and myosin. These are the Z lines. These are called, it is also protein in nature. And you can say these are the Z line because they run just like Z alphabet, just like that. And you can see that the alpha, the actin, is attached to either side of the Z lines. And here you can see there is a minimal overlapping of the ends of the actin, and they are present in the interdigitating form. I'm not going to discuss, last में मैंने discuss किया था कि actin क्या है, myosin क्या है, just for the purpose of contraction, just मैं revise करूंगा, just to revise, मैं just revise करूंगा कि किस तरह कि how there are two main mechanisms they are responsible for the contraction of the muscle fiber. One is the sliding theory, sliding theory. The second one is the walk-along theory. As far as the cardiac muscle fibers is concerned, the sliding theory is an extremely important. What you mean by sliding theory? I'm going, you can see here, these are the two conditions of the muscle fiber. Yani, what is the sliding theory? This is the relaxed form of the muscle fiber, and this is the contracted form. Here you can see, these are the Z lines. On either side, there is attachment of the actin. And in all the Z lines, and you can see that the myosin filaments, they are present in the center. And the actin and myosin, they are present in the interdigitating. जिस तरह फिंगर्स को हम इंटरडिजिटेट करते हैं, इसी तरह ये प्रेजेंट है. स्लाइडिंग थ्योरी का क्या है कि यहाँ पर ये जो रिलैक्स फॉर्म है, यू कैन सी देयर इज मिनिमल of the ends of the actin with the myosin. In case of the contracted form, you can see there is inward pulling. There is inward pulling of the Z line towards each other. And here you can see that there is maximum sliding of the actin filaments with one another and with the myosin. And that is just sliding of the elements, the filaments of actin and myosin with each other. आपको पता है कि हर जो muscle है, that is formed by the hundreds and thousands of muscle fibers. जो हर muscle fibers है about 200 myofibril से बनती है. Hundred and thousands of myofibril, और हर myofibril जो है 200 about जो contractile units है actin and myosin, और हर जो हर myofibril है उसमें ये जो concentration है, ये जो number of the actin and myosin filament है, ये 1:2 है. उसमें हर myofibril में 3000 actin filaments होता है and 1500 myosin filament. You can see जो that number जो है ये concentration है 1:2, यानी 1500 myosin and 3000 actin. ये डिटेल में मैं ये जाना नहीं चाहता हूँ कि क्या बॉडी है, क्या है टेल, क्या है क्रंचेस, क्या है, what are the hinges. ये जो myosin here you can see these are the outward extension projections. You can see these are the cross bridges. And the cross bridges is then contains the head and the arm. And there are 2 points at the cross bridges. We are saying these are the points. We can say the hinges. Hinges means these are the 2 points. They are flexible. These are, one is the attachment of the arm with the body. Body किस तरह बनती है? Different tails, 200 tails combine होके body बनाती है. और ये जो cross bridge है, इसका head और arm की जो attachment है with the body, that point is flexible. वो move कर सकती है, और एक head का जो attachment है with the arm. So here you can see that there is maximum sliding of the filaments. So this is an important theory. When there is a release of, here you can see when there is a release of the calcium ions from the sarcoplasmic reticulum into the sarcoplasm. ये जो actin filament है, उस फिर सब divided into 3 subunit. One F actin, J actin, और एक है tropomyosin, and the third one is the troponin. Troponin जो है, that is also a complex of the 3 as a component of the 3 proteins. और उसमें troponin I जो affinity है for the tropomyosin, troponin sorry for the actin, and troponin T उनकी जो high affinity for the tropomyosin, and the third one is the troponin C having the higher affinity यानी binding affinity for the calcium ion. When the calcium ion की release है, ये जो resting condition में ये जो F actin है या G actin है, they wrap spirally around one another. Present है एक membrane बनाती है, tail फिर body बनाती है, और इसका जो tropomyosin है, ये मैं आपको अगर आपके ते दिखा दे तो otherwise no need. ये already this is just यहाँ पर ये आप you can see that this is the F actin present या wrap spirally around one another, और ये tropomyosin it also wrap spirally around one another, and ये troponin हमने कहा कि complex of the 3 proteins है, troponin I, troponin T and troponin C. ये जो इसका active site है, that is the troponin C having high affinity for the calcium ion. और जो resting condition में ये जो tropomyosin की जो main function है, ये जो active site को cover करना, hide करना, छुपाना, cover करती है. When there is release of the calcium ions, and those calcium in the sarcoplasmic reticulum, it comes and it causes the ये जो coat करते हैं tropomyosin, ये attach हो जाना calcium ion का with that active site troponin C, और यहाँ पर generation of specialized forces, and those forces they are responsible for the attachment of the head of the myosin जो cross bridge की head है with the active site of that troponin C, and फिर next stage walk along theory है. Then there is bending. यहाँ पर diagrammatic मेरे पास इनकी वो जो है ये इतना डिटेल में ये attachment है, और ये attachment head की active site के साथ. In the next condition we are saying these are the hinges, this point of attachment of the arm with the body and this point. So in the next there is tilting of the head. Yeah, there is bending of the head in the forward direction, and that drags Kanchna attract that active site. So that is called the walk along theory. यानी हाथ में हाथ डालना चलना, एक साथ चलना, walking in a company, right? So that is all about when there is, you can see when there is release of the calcium ion and calcium ions का उनके साथ. लेकिन in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, जो sliding theory है, ये very very important, and that sliding theory is mainly responsible for the contraction of the cardiac muscle fiber. Difference is क्या था कि how? In this case of this is a diagrammatic presentation. Here you can see already हमने discuss किया था in detail. Here, right? अभी मैं आप लोगों को बताया कि differences क्या है. This is in case of the skeletal muscle fiber. There is only release of the calcium ion. Differences को बेटा आप note कराएं. Only the release of the calcium ion from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Here you can see the spreading of the action potential, action on the membrane surrounding the sarcoplasmic reticulum, the release of the calcium ion. But in case of here, you can see that egg difference here in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, not only the release of the calcium ion once there is spreading of the action potential along the T tubules, the membrane surrounding the T tubules is highly supplied by the voltage gated calcium channels. Outer side in the extracellular fluid concentration 1000 times greater as compared to the inner side. So ये क्या करेगी, action potential spread करेगी, opening of the voltage gated calcium ions, and there is release of the transfer of the calcium ion from the extracellular fluid into the sarcoplasm. So here the main role is played by transfer of the calcium ion from the extracellular fluid through the transverse tubule into the sarcoplasm. And a little role is played by the transfer of the calcium ion from the endoplasmic reticulum. So the concentration of the cardiac muscle fiber both strong, and that is totally dependent on the transfer of the calcium ion from the extracellular fluid into the sarcoplasm through the membrane surrounding the T tubules, right? A very little role is played by the calcium ion release from the sarcoplasmic reticulum. Reason क्या है? यहाँ पर ये जो sarcoplasmic reticulum जो है, in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, ये not very well defined, not very well developed, not very well defined, not very well developed. So here in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, ये जो sarcoplasmic reticulum having no ability to store more and more calcium ions, while in case of the cardiac muscle fibers, ये जो है weak develop है in case of the skeletal muscle fiber. The sarcoplasmic, the endoplasmic reticulum, that is highly developed, having the ability to store more and more ions. Difference है कि यहाँ पर only the transfer of the calcium ion from the sarcoplasmic reticulum is responsible for the binding with the active site, and that active site is responsible for the attachment of the actin with the myosin, and that attachment is responsible two theories, walk along theory and the sliding theory. In case of the cardiac muscle fiber, the sliding theory is very very important. मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूँ डिटेल में, briefly है, लेकिन इसलिए कि आप लोगों का concept clear. While in case of the cardiac muscle fiber, the main transfer of the calcium ions into the sarcoplasm, that is from the extracellular fluid, or little जो role है, that is from the endoplasmic sarcoplasmic reticulum. ये जो calcium ये transfer होगी, इन calcium का फिर reaction है, वही voltage gated of calcium channels है, रायनोडीन उसको कहते हैं चैनल्स, उन पे एक्शन, और फिर कैल्शियम आयंस को सार्कोप्लाज्म में, ये कैल्शियम भी आया है, सार्कोप्लाज्म रेटिकुलम का भी आया, लेकिन मेन रोल दैट इज प्लेड हियर. यू कैन सी द एक्टिन एंड मायोसिन, these are the actin, myosin, and these are the contractile units, and this is the myofibril, and ये जो 2Z line के दे, that is called sarcomere, and this is the sarcomere between the 2Z lines containing the myosin. एक और प्रोटीन है ये जो इसकी पोजीशन को मेंटेन रखना बहुत मुश्किल है, एक और प्रोटीन है टाइटन, वो इसके लिए रिस्पांसिबल है, लार्ज प्रोटीन है इनसाइड द सेल्स. और दूसरा जो मेन डिफरेंस है बेटा, एक तो ये होगा कि ये जो कैल्शियम आयन की ट्रांसपोर्ट है, और सेकंड द कंट्रैक्शन ऑफ द कार्डियक मसल फाइबर इज टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन द कंसंट्रेशन ऑफ द कैल्शियम आयन in the extracellular fluid. और सेकंड जो डिफरेंस है, ये जो टी ट्यूब्यूल्स है कि यहाँ पर ये सार्कोप्लाज्मिक एंडोप्लाज्मिक रेटिकुलम है, वेल डेवलप नहीं है. सो ट्रांसफर ऑफ द कैल्शियम आयंस मेनली फ्रॉम द एक्सटीरियर, फ्रॉम द एक्स्ट्रासेल्युलर फ्लूइड, and that concentration totally dependent on the concentration of the calcium ion present in the extracellular fluid. और जो सेकंड डिफरेंस है, ये जो टी ट्यूब्यूल्स है, इनकी जो डायमीटर है कार्डियक मसल के एज कंपेयर टू द स्केलेटल मसल फाइबर, दैट इज 5 folds ग्रेटर है डायमीटर, 5 folds ग्रेटर है, यानी 13 टाइम्स ग्रेटर है. 5 folds ग्रेटर हो गया 13 टाइम्स. और सेकंड ये जो स्पेस है, ये जो ट्रांसवर्स ट्यूब्यूल की ये जो आउटर सरफेस है ऑफ द मेम्ब्रेन, म्यूकोपॉलीसेकेराइड वो कवर करती. म्यूकोपॉलीसेकेराइड इज नेगेटिवली चार्ज, and that negatively charged bind a large number of the calcium, because the calcium ion are the positive ion, और negative charge जो है positive ions को attract करती है. सेकंड डिफरेंस है. यहाँ पर एक दो पॉइंट्स क्लियर करना कि जो contraction of the cardiac muscle fibers है, ये mainly dependent on the concentration of the calcium ion in the extracellular fluid. अगर हम cardiac muscle fiber को एक ऐसे solution में रखें जहाँ पर calcium ना हो, तो within a few second वो डेड हो जाएगी और एक contraction जो खत्म हो जाएगी. और यहाँ पर जो contraction of the skeletal muscle fiber totally dependent on the concentration of the calcium present inside the endoplasmic reticulum, right? Conduction velocity in case of the cardiac muscle fiber ये जो heart में है 0.2 to 0.3 meter per second है. That is about 1 or 250 times lesser than that of the large narrow fiber, और 1 or 10 times जो है lesser है. Skeletal muscle को अगर हम compare करते हैं, the reason is that there is need for the generation of prolonged action potential, and that prolonged action, prolonged depolarization, that action potential is responsible for the powerful and prolonged contraction of the cardiac muscle fibers. Okay, thank you. If you are having only 2 minutes break, then if you are having any query, any question about the neuromuscle fiber, about the cardiac muscle fiber, how the action potential is